Brooke Hammett, and I'm one of the co-owners of Paulsbo Running in Paulsbo, Washington. And we get a lot of questions about trail running shoes, road running shoes. What should I get? What's the difference? And I'm not going to tell you to buy like 9 different pairs of shoes for all of your different surfaces. You need one for the beach and one for the trails and one for the cobblestones. No. But I am going to talk to you about the differences because there are some, and there's a few misconceptions about trail running shoes too, like what exactly they have. So, road running shoe, it's just that. It's made for your man-made surfaces like asphalt, pavement, that sort of thing. It's got just good enough traction for pavement, sidewalk, that sort of thing. And it's also got good cushion because your pavement and asphalt is extremely unforgiving, as you all know. Okay? The difference between a trail shoe and a road shoe, so a trail shoe obviously is going to have more aggressive treads on the bottom to grip the dirt and the rocks and the mud. And it also is going to have a rock plate. Now, this particular Ultra shoe has a rock plate throughout the entire last or throughout the entire shoe. Some trail shoes have a rock plate just up at the forefoot, and it's just a very thin but very strong, like a little plastic or graphite piece, and it just protects your basically your forefoot from really sharp rocks. Okay, so this is great for off-road. Now, people ask, like, well, that sounds awesome. I really like the trail shoe. Why don't I just wear that all the time? And the reason you don't necessarily want to wear these on the pavement is because they're just going to feel stiffer, firmer, not as cushiony. First of all, think of the pavement as sandpaper. You're just going to wear off those treads on pavement. And with the rock plate, it's just not going to feel quite as cushiony on pavement as a road shoe. Okay? So the road shoe is really going to be better designed for pavement. So what do you do if you run some roads, some trails? And basically, all of us at Paulsbo Running are in agreement with this. If people come in and they're like, well, I run like half on the roads, half on the trails, get a road shoe. If you do half and half, a road shoe is just going to be more versatile. It's still giving you pretty good traction. Now, unless you're like scaling Mount Olympus or something, you're going to be fine on most trails in this. And if you're going up Mount Olympus, you need like an ice axe and crampons anyway. So don't do that in the winter. But basically, you're going to be good in a road shoe on most trails. You don't have the rock plate, you don't have the traction, but it's more versatile. Okay. If you're on trails 75% or more of the time, and you're just on the pavement a little bit, that's a good time to maybe think about getting a trail running shoe. You can run a little bit on the roads in this guy. I just wouldn't do it a lot. And if you're really mainly a trail runner, you're going to probably want the traction and the rock plate that comes with the trail running shoe. So let's see if my friend Dan here has been paying attention. Come on, buddy. Oh, another misconception, trail running shoes are not waterproof, okay? That would be an awesome thing if they were all waterproof. They can be a little bit more water resistant, but only a Gore-Tex shoe is going to be totally waterproof, okay? And that's a different segment, okay?
Good to know.
So I want you to put on this lovely blindfold.
Did you make this?
No. It was left by a customer. So it might have cooties, but I did wash it. Doesn't that look nice? Dan's an old friend, and I kind of like to torture him.
She just called me old?
Well, we're both old. Okay. So I want you, without cheating.
I can kind of see through this.
We'll pretend.
Okay,
just close your
my eyes.
dang eyes, okay? I want you to feel this. Tell me if this feels like a road running shoe or trail running shoe based on the treads.
I'm going to say trail.
Very good. Okay. Let's see
Deep lugs.
Let's see how smart he is. Now, let's see how smart he is. Now feel this one.
Be very careful. That's definitely a road shoe.
Very good. He's very good. Okay, let's try. How about this one?
Ha! That's a... wait, what is that? Wow, that's a...
You better know this. You better feel that shoe and know it.
It's like a...
Come on.
This is a functional fitness shoe.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide, is it a... It might even be a weightlifting shoe, but I'm not sure.
Reebok Nano CrossFit shoe.
There you go.
You can take your blindfold off. You're passed 100%.
It was just an ad.
100%.
Okay. Cool.
All right, Dan. Well, what are you going to talk to the kids about?
We're going to talk about strength
Do you
and
want to
conditioning.
keep wearing this?
No, I'd rather not.
You don't.
Well,
you
I
sure?
could wear it.
You don't have
I
to.
don't have, not as a blindfold though.
Just as a head.
Does this thing go in front?
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
nice.
So, my name is Dan Hollingsworth. I'm co-owner of Kitsap CrossFit, CrossFit affiliate here in Paulsbo. And what I want to talk to folks about is off-season training. First thing I need to do is I'm going to need to adjust the camera. So bear with me for just a second.
Don't let your headband fall off.
Okay.
Kind of looks like a turban.
All right, so we've officially entered the rainy season, coming into winter. And this is what is typically the off-season for most people. All the big races are done. Now it's just time to recover from the training that you've done and racing that you've done and plan ahead for next year. The big thing to think about during the off-season is getting yourself going with a good strength and conditioning program. All the research that's out there shows that you can improve your running performance and durability through strength and conditioning training. So it's really something that you should focus on, and it's really something that gets missed a lot, or people think they don't have time to do it. So what we're going to do through these series of videos is show you some ways that you can add strength and conditioning into your program. All right, that's right, I have to take this off.
I'll tell you what people don't have time for. They don't have time to be getting injured.
That's right. Strength training definitely helps with that. It strengthens the muscles, strengthens the tendons. It also strengthens muscles that you don't tend to use when you're running, so that those can be muscles that help you out when you are running. So what I want to do today is just start you off with a real simple, it's a simple exercise, but it shouldn't be overlooked because it's probably one of the most fundamental exercises you can do, and that's the simple body weight squat, otherwise known as the air squat. Okay? So, are you ready, Brooke? Are you warmed up? I'm going to have Brooke demonstrate. So,
But don't pull
I'm
anything.
just going to step right here. Face this direction, and I want you to just go ahead and do a simple air squat. Good. And stand back up. Let's talk about what she did there. First thing I want you to see, go ahead and face the camera, is her feet are about shoulder width apart. And that's where we're going to start most people. And her toes are turned out just slightly, which is an important position to be in because it opens up the position for the hips. Okay? Now go ahead and turn and face this direction. Now with that same foot position, what you're going to notice is that the position of her spine is not going to change. She's going to initiate a squat by sending her hips back just slightly, putting the weight in her heels, and then she descends down nice and low. Notice how she stays nice and upright, back stays nice and flat. Good. And down one more time. And I want you to see that her hip goes down below the knee. That's what we're looking for, a full range of motion squat, getting as low as you can. Do one more for me. While maintaining an active position. If she went passive, can you just kind of slump into it? That's a passive position. That's not going to build strength or good position. So what we want is an active position. Let's do it
like this.
Go back
Is that
down.
good?
Yeah, go back down. An active position where her chest is up nice and high, the muscles of her back are engaged, and her hip. The other thing we want to do is make sure you're pushing your knee out so that it tracks over your toes. And go ahead and stand. So that's a simple body weight squat. Something that you can use to not so much build strength because there's not a lot of load there, but you can start to build some conditioning. As you develop your technique for that movement, then you can start to add load. You can do simple things at home, just grabbing whatever you have at home that weighs whatever, and do some squats. Or if you want to get more advanced, you can get things like dumbbells, kettlebells, and even barbells. And there is absolute benefit to doing that. Building strength, building endurance, and building conditioning is going to make you a faster, stronger, and more resilient runner. If you have questions about how to do this, you're certainly welcome to come by Kitsap CrossFit. We'd love to work with you. You could also even come by Paulsbo Running. Both Chris and Brooke have been longtime members and have been focusing on their strength and conditioning for several years. So appreciate you tuning in. We look forward to doing more of these throughout the coming weeks.
We certainly do.
All right.
Thanks, Dan.
All right.